Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. This is another LEGO video. In the form of a rant! LEGO Spongebob returns. God, no. No, just no. We did not need this. And I'm here to actually not only go over what sets are being released, but also call out Ash and Flash for basically saying, or telling everybody what SpongeBob scenes needed to be sets. Let me hear it, or let me be the first to say, we do not need any more SpongeBob sets, you fucking morons! It's bad enough we got them in the 2000s. From 2006 up to apparently 2012, although I doubt that one. I already talked about those sets in a video. Go watch that if you haven't already. Yeah. Apparently what we need in 2026 is more SpongeBob sets! I already hate the cartoon because it's one of those childhood cartoons that I just cannot stand nowadays. It got worse after the 4th season. And the first movie. First movie was when it started to go downhill fast. Then came season 5, and what the fuck am I even watching anymore? I hate SpongeBob. And LEGO SpongeBob, I hate it so much. Ash and Flash, you are wrong. No more LEGO SpongeBob. Not after this. And I'll explain why this is what's going to kill it for people. What's going to dry up that sponge into a crust and toss in the garbage. It's done. So, LEGO SpongeBob SquarePants. Fuck me running. SpongeBob SquarePants Bikini Bottom. This is a set. It is... Oh no. Oh no, it's $220 for 1,794 pieces? That's mental. It really is. And the other prices seem terrible too. Ugh. It includes SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Gary, and Doodlebob. Why is there a Doodlebob? I've always hated the idea of Doodlebob. I always found it as like a narcissistically evil cousin to SpongeBob or something. I don't know. Okay. What is this garbage? Okay, there we go. So this is part of the Ideas line. Why? I don't know. Also, it's a license set, so some of that money is going to Nickelodeon. Let that sink in. Some of that money that is used to purchase this set will go directly to Nickelodeon. LEGO has no choice but to share funds with Nickelodeon. Okay, so already I will admit that these look better than they did when they were released in 2006 onwards. Interesting building techniques, but they still look awful. The pineapple is the worst offender. The simulated chimney thing going up the one side and the simulated bubbles, it just looks stupid. The texturing, the layers, this just looks like a bloated mess, honestly. And the leaf on its head just looks like fucking cannabis. The ground just looks like the sea floor as it's supposed to be. There's the boatmobile. It looks like shit. Sell that separately as part of the LEGO City set and you're fine. The jellyfish park thing, capture, whatever the hell, It looks stupid. It looks really bad. These jellyfish don't even look like jellyfish. They don't even look like what, in my mind, jellyfish look like, which is not the SpongeBob SquarePants versions. Squidward's house is an Easter Island head, obviously, type of thing. And this time around, it also looks bad, but it's kind of better. At least it's better than SpongeBob's fucking house. And Patrick's rock is just a rock. And it's more shiny instead of matte for some reason. It's got that spear on the top. There's fucking Doodle Bob with his pencil. Oh, that looks so cringe, it's not even funny. Patrick himself has his, well, beer belly sort of thing going on, and that just doesn't work. At least it's more realistic compared to the worst version we got from the 2000s. And he's got an ice cream cone. Of course, Squidward looks as wrong as usual. SpongeBob looks as wrong as usual. Gary is okay. Doodle Bob just looks cringe as fuck. There's a sign. I can't read it. It's just made of coral and other shit. Oh, this looks like an abysmal nightmare festival of retardation and stupidity. And look, there's stuff on the inside too. Well, at least they managed to find a way to get Patrick into his, rock house thing. Realistically, to a degree, I guess. I don't know. The inside of SpongeBob's house, he got his double bed mattress thing, inflatable tube, whatever. The fucking noise-making alarm piece of shit and everything going on at the bottom floor. Oh, fuck this. Fuck off, SpongeBob SquarePants, you sponge cunt. Squidward's house on the inside is decent, but also looks bad. It just doesn't really mesh well to me. Yeah, this set is, at the very least, marketable to a degree, but at the end of the day, this is not worth $220. The price to part ratio? What does it say? Where's the price to part ratio, you motherfuckers? Oh, and then there's images to go along with this. Yeah, they're pricing fans out of their sets, and this is a prime example. They're pricing adult collectors out of sets. They're pricing the kids out of this set. So who's buying this shit? The parents? The parents probably can't even afford to spend $220 on food and groceries and bills for a week. Stuff you need. You don't need this damn set. Oh, and of course with the lineup of the minifigs, it doesn't even show Doodle Bob right next to SpongeBob. No, he's got the jellyfish net, which looks generic and stupid. Of course, Squidward has his ever-lovable, iconic fucking whatever the instrument was, clarinet, whatever. And you know what, he can take that clarinet and fuck himself with it. I don't like these at all. Yeah, so, yeah. This set, of as many builds as it is, it's impressive how much stuff is included. This is an iconic set, hence the icons line. And this is what you get in something, but are you willing to pay the extra money because it's a fucking license set and it's just a lot of stuff? Are you willing to pay $220 for this? No, of course not. And if you are, you're still just basically contributing to the problem. The problem is LEGO is pricing people out of buying their sets, and that's why I still stand by the whole saboteurs claim I've conjured up last year. Okay, so overall, I'm not impressed with this set at all. It blows. Fuck this set. What's next? Dare I say. So, there's apparently a SpongeBob SquarePants figure. What? 72 pieces. Well, at least it's $13. Still too much for... Wait a minute. Is this a SpongeBob Brickhead? Oh no, this can only get worse. Okay, here we go. What? What the hell? Talk about a controversial Lego set. This one is proportionately wrong. Completely. What? Not only are the arms and hands simple AF, but he's also too square. I get it, he's square pants, but he should be flatter than this. This does not look like this looks like a Minion clone. It looks like a knockoff sort of Minion, but more square and just... This is an abomination. This is literally the worst Brickhead representation of iconic characters that I've ever seen. And I've seen some shit Brickheads. I've seen Brickheads in person and they made me want to vomit. At resale shops, I've seen the Brickheads. I wish I could unsee them because they're god-awful. This takes the cake. This is the absolute worst offender in terms of Brickheads. Oh, but it's only $12.99. That doesn't fucking matter. This set is god-awful. He looks wrong. He's... To be fair, I think they probably, put a lot of parts into this to make it what it is, but it still looks terrible. This is absolute balls. How could you sell this set for $13 when it's not even proportionately correct, anatomically correct in terms of SpongeBob SquarePants? Yeah, if this video didn't ruin Lego SpongeBob for you, before this point, now it does, because this Brickhead needs to be just ignored, completely ignored. If you really want the Lego SpongeBob Bikini Bottom set that's being released as well, you know what? You might as well spend your money on that, but at the same time, I don't recommend it. But do everything you can to avoid the SpongeBob SquarePants Brickhead. Even if you are a massive fan, for some god-awful reason, of the Brickhead's concept, you can't have every single Brickhead, not even the bootleg ones off of fucking Amazon. There are some better looking Brickheads on there. They're like anime characters that are kind of cool. But why would you want this SpongeBob one? And everybody is complaining in the comments, oh, well, there's the box. Yeah, Brickheads. Brickhead's my ass. Oh, and of course he has a platform which you can lift him off of to make... Oh, fuck you, Lego. Will you be buying this set? Hell no! I will not be buying any of these either of these sets. A, because I can't afford the big one, and B, $13 is a waste for this Brickhead. This Brickhead is a piece of shit. It is literal shit. It is fucking garbage. Anyone who disagrees can take this Brickhead and fuck themselves with it. This is a disgrace to the very name of the Brickhead concept, and I still hate the Brickheads. This is a disgrace upon the very name of SpongeBob SquarePants. As a childhood cartoon, it was okay for the first 4 seasons and maybe even the movie. But then it just got progressively worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's an abomination now. And this Brickheads epitomizes the abomination that is SpongeBob SquarePants. This is a literal fucking abomination, and Lego knows it. I imagine there was an executive that saw this and went to the bathroom to literally vomit in the toilet. Because you look at this, it makes you want to puke. It makes you sick. This, looking at this right now, literally is making my stomach turn. I am violently angry over this set, and rightfully so, because this is a piece of shit, literally. I would sooner seek out the old SpongeBob sets from 2006, 2007, whatever, than buy this thing, and to be fair, than to buy the $220 piece of shit from this year as well. But I'd sooner, buy all that than buy these two fucking sets. At least with the playset that's being released alongside this, at least there's a lot there to really go off of. It gives you bits of nostalgia for the classic, dare I say classic, Nickelodeon cartoon. I don't get anything out of this Brickheads. All I get out of this Brickhead SpongeBob brick is just an assload of cringe, a boatload of anger, and so much rage that this Brickhead needs to be just protest against the release of this Brickhead, and maybe Lego will see that this is an ugly piece of shit. Even the fucking net, even the jellyfish catcher net thing looks terrible. And that's just one piece, it seems. Yeah, it's just one net piece. It looks like one of those like soccer ball nets that you drop the soccer ball into, but it's not even that, actually. It's just a random, basket. Oh, and I look into the eyes of this thing. It's giving me PTSD. It's giving me suicidal thoughts. It is making me want to rage, and I am raging right now, as you can tell. This is an awful piece of shit. This is the worst. This is the worst Brickhead I've ever seen. This is the worst Lego SpongeBob set I've ever seen. Even the previous set is better than this. And this is cheaper. A lot cheaper. Way cheaper than the other set. What did you do, Lego? You fucked SpongeBob in all directions. And of course it's all for capitalist corporate greed. You're doing it wrong with SpongeBob the Brickhead. This SpongeBob Brickhead, okay, it might be only good for the prints of, the mouth, the eyes, the fucking, what is it, the square pants. And it's blatantly presented in the fact that in the image, there's this white space that has no, what is that? Printing on it. Oh, and it looks like the print is also slightly higher, so it shows a little bit of white at the bottom of that, white, 1x4 brick. Oh, that is just quality control going out the door. What a piece of shit. Oh. Yeah, and this is another licensed set. Nickelodeon would probably vomit at the sight of this version of SpongeBob, but they don't care. They're getting money out of it at the end of the day. Yeah, people are complaining in the comments of this brick set post. Unless one person says, I hate the show with a passion, but the set looks cool. Which set are you talking about? I also hate the show. To be honest, I hate the movies too, and spin-offs and whatever. Oh, fingers crossed for a Ren and Stimpy brickhead set? No! LEGO needs to stop ruining other properties the way they are doing here. Yeah, why is the SpongeBob brickheads a tall rectangle? That perfectly epitomizes what this set is. Scrolling back up. Yeah, SpongeBob is a square, not a fucking rectangle. But even then in the show, he's not a real square, but that's beside the point. He's supposed to be a sponge. A sponge that you kind of, use to scrub your dishes. Or your junk, or whatever. It's a cleaning tool, basically. The only thing I want to do with this brickheads is just burn it. Burn it and melt that possibly lower quality plastic. This is an awful set. This is awful. This is terrible. This is, bar none, the worst brickhead of all time. And if you disagree, you are just out of your mind. Go fuck yourself. LEGO. Fuck you. You ruined SpongeBob again, and I already hated SpongeBob. I admit the first 4 seasons were fine, but it just got worse after the first movie. So, immediately, overall, the Bikini Bottom set, value-wise, it has a lot of stuff going for it, which is cool. It's nice to see all this stuff you get. But for that price, no. Avoid like the plague, even if you are a massive SpongeBob fan and you liked, for some godforsaken reason, the originals LEGO SpongeBob sets. I would still advise against buying this set, but if you have to get at least one of these 2 sets, get that over this. Spend the money to get a better set than this brickhead. This brickhead is only $13, but that doesn't fucking mean anything. It's fugly as hell. It's proportionally incorrect, anatomically so, and it's just wrong. This is balls. So Ash and Flash, I don't know what your problem is, but no, we don't need any more LEGO SpongeBob sets. LEGO will just keep making garbage representations of what was already pre-established. If they make more SpongeBob brickheads, there will probably be Squidward, Patrick, Sandy Cheeks, maybe even Gary the Snail, Mr. Krabs, Mrs. Puff, and they're all going to look like this to some degree, in this style, in the brickhead style, but even worse. So, there's one positive aspect to this is they can't get worse than this. They can't get worse than this, can they? We don't need any more LEGO SpongeBob, LEGO. Fuck you. And Ash and Flash, well, his content is, it's okay, it's acceptable. I'm subscribed to him, so yeah, I enjoy his content from time to time. But I completely disagree with you. We do not need more SpongeBob, especially after this. LEGO SpongeBob in 2026. No. Avoid like the plague. Seek out the old sets if you really want the LEGO experience with LEGO SpongeBob SquarePants experience. Who is this even for? Especially since they're pricing fans out of buying the big set, unless they could for some reason, afford $220 plus tax. I don't think even Jang wants to review this Brickhead's figure because it looks awful. Guaranteed he will probably collect it anyway, and Duck Bricks will probably collect everything that LEGO does. You know, there are LEGO elitists out there, and then there are those who are passionate enough to buy up all the LEGO sets, but also recognize the flaws of the ones that are completely flawed. And this SpongeBob Brickhead is beyond flawed. It is a flaw in on itself. It shows where LEGO's true intentions lie when it comes to these licensed themes, and then when it comes to, you know, prioritizing licensed themes over original themes. So, in that right, LEGO SpongeBob, these two sets are going to sell regardless. But I would advise against it. In fact, I would say boycott. Boycott and protest. Because we do not need any more SpongeBob. Let LEGO know that they fucked up again. They always fuck up again. And again, and again, and again! SpongeBob SquarePants, another victim to the tragedy of corporate greed. This needs to stop. This really does. When will it stop? Probably never, because LEGO can get away with it all they want. Bastards. One day, I hope that we don't see any more abominations like this Brickhead, and more overpriced garbage like this Bikini Bottom set. Just load the fucking image. There we go. Well, that is basically it for this video. I will be back probably tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait till tomorrow for episode 3 of Back to Basics. Stay tuned. And what do you think about the new SpongeBob sets? I know some people are going to defend them. You can't honestly defend the Brickhead. It's terrible. It truly is terrible. It's a piss-poor representation of, at one point, was a childhood hero. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants, a childhood hero. What the fuck? But it's true. Overall, fuck these sets. Avoid them. And spend your money elsewhere. There you go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll be back tomorrow with episode 3 of Back to Basics. And I guess I'll be doing more LEGO content from time to time. I've got ideas up the wazoo. And, well, I guess we'll just wait and see how things go on. So, stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.